An important aspect of professionalism in healthcare is your behavior. Something to remember is LEA. It stands for Limits, Ethics, and Attitude. First, we're going to start with limits. That means that you don't involve patients in your personal issues, you accept personal boundaries, and you recognize when to seek help. And lastly, you don't participate in unsupervised or unauthorized areas where you weren't properly trained. Next is ethics. That means you are responsible, you're honest, you're respectful, and you have integrity, and you should never falsify information and keep patient information confidential. And lastly is your attitude. You should always maintain a demeanor that is somewhat professional. So that means you aren't arrogant and you never express your anger, at least not physically, and you're always polite, so that means you don't burp, fart, or curse in the workplace.
Communication is a valuable tool when it comes to professionalism. If what you're trying to say is not said correctly or in the proper way, it can be lost in translation. Some of the important things to remember as far as written communication is to be concise and stay on track. Keep your thoughts where they need to be and don't wander. You always use proper grammar. Make sure that your punctuation is good and your spelling is correct. Do not use text talk or slang, for that is very, very unprofessional. Verbal communication, if you are using it during a meeting, a presentation, or whatever you may have to do, make sure you make eye contact with your audience. Always be a good listener if somebody offers points or suggestions, comments, or criticism. Always speak up so your audience can hear you, and never interrupt a good listener who just wants to make a point. Using these tools and more will help you be a professional communicator in the workplace and beyond.
When conflict becomes damaging to work productivity or offensive, resolution is in order. Here are some ways to resolve conflict in the workplace. Accommodate. Downplay differences while focusing on similarities. Compromise. Bargain each other's side gives up something or gains something. Collaborate. Address the problem and underlying conflict to arrive at a mutual resolution. Structural change. Provide additional training, transfer personnel, or change roles. Here are some reasons an HIM professional should follow policies and procedures. They reduce practice variation, protect patients from harm and confidentiality breaches, and allow for clear description of job duties. If you ever have a complaint in the workplace, here are some steps that you should abide by. Keep documentation of any instances you believe are inappropriate. Reference your employee handbook, as each facility may differ on how to handle complaints. And all in all, contact a supervisor that you feel comfortable sharing your complaint with.
Professional dress. It is important to always wear business attire. When speaking of business attire, there are do's and don'ts for both men and women. Women, you do wear a skirt, at least knee length or longer. Slacks are acceptable, a blouse, sweater, blazer, jacket, and tasteful jewelry. No big, bulky jewelry, sparkling. For men, a button-up dress shirt, a necktie, slacks, sweater, and dress shoes. Those are all do's for men and women. For don'ts, don't wear anything too short or too revealing. Women should never wear sleeveless shirts, t-shirts, open-toe shoes, high heels, jeans, sundresses, flip-flops, or sneakers. Men should also never wear t-shirts, tank tops, jeans or cargo pants, pants without a belt, sandals, or sneakers. When getting dressed for work, stop and think about certain things when making a decision. Your position, your age, your body shape, the season, and the place where you're working. Some helpful hints to remember when choosing your business attire. Find out what the company dress code is. When in doubt, consult HR. You should always meet your client's expectations. You should always keep an emergency kit at the office with freshening supplies. For example, women, keep a light cardigan at your desk or a blazer. Keep an extra pair of stockings. Keep some nail polish or a mending kit and safety pins. Men, keep a blazer or extra tie at your desk. Also, you can keep a mending kit with safety pins. Always remember to never wear anything spandex, sparkly, or see through.
Time management is often a learned skill. It is needed to get the job done. The more you invest, the greater reward. Time management is critical for prioritizing tasks, scheduling appointments, emails, projects, and meeting deadlines. What are some important steps you can follow to make the best of your time? Planning. Keep a list and use any tools that are at your disposal. Making a list, record as much as you can. This will help when you revisit your tasks later. Prioritize. Decide what your top priority is. Tackle the most important task when you are most engaged. Set goals and deadlines. All projects need a goal and a deadline. This is a way to measure your progress. Don't procrastinate. We often put off unpleasant tasks, so try and reward yourself. Eliminate distractions. Put your phone on silent or use noise-canceling headphones or listen to music.